Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This week we've got...
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. On second down, Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. Shreds the tackle, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now Wilson on second down, going to Rawls on the dump off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
First down, this is Rawls. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. he's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Hauschka's kick is good. But there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now they'll run it on the taunt. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Seven yards to go on second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
On third and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Let's go. White, none. White, none. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Ohio.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. Wide open receiver complete. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. They're going to give it to him running right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Graham slotted out to the left. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And left side here, it's Graham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Come on, let's go.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. They'll get 16 yards there. And the 49ers are going to get him first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Great play there off the end. Question, Charles, in a 4-3, you hear about the D tackles a lot. What's the role of the ends?
What they want to do is control the edges of the defense. And you always hear about an offense talking about setting the edge in the running game. Well, the defense wants to do exactly the same thing. And the defensive end, often against an offensive tackle, sometimes a tight end, they can't let themselves get hooked and let a running back get outside, because if they do that, that hurts the integrity of the defense overall.
My man, the encyclopedia. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete here on third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
Still first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. Wilson going to give to Rolls. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rolls the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All-star offense.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On third down, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Here's Hyde. Look at the dance and the juke. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Stanford Cardinal, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to take over. At the 31-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
But Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. See if they stay on the ground for second down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw here. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding. Offense.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Defense, got the lead. Yeah.
We got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done. Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On 2nd down, Rawls. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Give the tackle there to Gerald Hodges.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Complete outright to Kurtz. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return, it's Hyde. A beautiful fake. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And our attention shifts here to the Seahawks defense. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Let's go! Brand 38!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw here. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. One receiver left, two to the right. They'll look to throw again. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Come on, let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down, a run with Hyde. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go!
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go! Grand 38!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Their big-bodied receiver, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers defense gets ready here as they trot back out there. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now, will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. And look at these numbers, Charles. It's one thing for a run-of-the-mill quarterback, a rookie quarterback for back-to-back games that don't go their way for him. This is a little bit of an aberration, isn't it?
And normally when you see a guy of this stature have a really rough game the week before, you just expect him to explode the very next week. But back-to-back weeks, we've seen tough times from him. I can't wait to see him try and pull himself out of it.
Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll try and burn some clock with Rawls. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Third down and 5. Wilson now off the bootleg. He finds his man, Baldwin. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Encroachment, defense. Still 1st down.
Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. A pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now it's Wilson. The grab made by Kearse over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And he gets this one away, and it's got some hang time to it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
False start, offense.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards, and now 1st and 15.
Hey. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now the rookie's free. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. San Francisco gets set to go here.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, 49ers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er defense now heading back out there. They're just hoping for more of the same. Last time they forced the punt that led to a score.
They flipped the field, essentially. And that's what you want to do as a defense. Make sure that you put your offense in a great position to run their offense and put the ball in the end zone. That's exactly what they accomplished.
Well, they accomplished that last time. What will they accomplish this go-around? And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
Let's go. Brand 38.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack, but see how they attack them here. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Complete outright to Kurz. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This remains a 1-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't?
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out here in the I. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Here we go. 1-9.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they're going to speed things up here. And they're able to stop it here on the spike with 3 seconds remaining. 7 yards remain now on third down. One last shot for Wilson. He's got time in the pocket. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.